Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmashDaLikeTV. You know, one of the reasons why I suggested that Shannon Sharpe kind of take a step back and not let people push his buttons, because with all the success that he's having, he can't really fight all these battles. Now, in the midst of making up with Mike Epps or squashing the beef with Mike Epps, Shannon Sharpe still found room to diss Mace, calling him a fake pastor, a gangster pastor, things of that nature. So we're going to hear from Mace and see what he had to say in response to Shannon calling him a fake gangster pastor.
Yeah, you saw they out there playing with me, right?
What happened there?
Man, now I want to address it. I'm gonna wait. And
Why are we always waiting to address what happened though? What happened exactly?
your boy he chose to target me about the sets and the working out and all that. He called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it. I want to address it.
Who called you this? What's going? I'm late to the party. You gotta
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name. When we was talking about the dips and the sets and all of that, and Mike Epps.
Oh, and Mike Epps.
Yeah.
So, Shannon said something to you?
He called me a fake pastor. Somebody sent it to me. I wanted to tell him, put the camera on me. I'm just gonna go, from the jump. Listen, Shannon. I'm not the one to play with. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna take that road. I'm gonna take a different road with you. Listen, let me start with respect and let me end with class, okay? You started out being very aggressive with Ja Morant Pops at a Laker game. If you are for black people, this is not the way to carry yourself. And let me go further than that. You wanted to be tough with Mike Epps, and you settled quicker than Diddy and Cassie. Listen. And thirdly, you call yourself coming at me, right? You want to be aggressive with me, right? Listen, you showed poise, respect, wherewithal, resolve, compassion, reverence for Skip Bayless. Why are you so aggressive anytime somebody black say something? The man said, put your glasses on, and you put your glasses back on. Don't play with me. Put your glasses back on, Shannon. I respect you, and I do not want to go there with you. I respect you.
Damn. We might gotta call up big homie Stephen A. Smith to resolve this, man.
Why?
No, because I met Shannon once, and I'm just, because this is new to me. I'm just finding this out. You always tell me right on the spot.
Yeah,
knock the phone over right here, man.
Listen. And he made a statement about me being a fake gangster. It didn't really rub me the wrong way, because as a Disney client, gangster is not something to talk about. So let's just leave that out and stick with
you. A fake gangster?
Yeah, he said I'm a pastor gangster or something like that. And I would tell him, even for your spiritual comment, that was ignorant, because if you know anything about faith, all the people that were apostles and pastors, they died horrific deaths. They went to jail. They were hung upside down. So it's as gangster as you could be when it talks about doing for others and being tough. So you just need to be educated,
Wow. Okay, I didn't know. I'm like still a little shocked behind this. I didn't know all this was going on. I had no idea, man.
Yeah,
this is kind of crazy. We'll see whatever's going on. That was a great response. We'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, I thought it was very classless, because if we're all joking, I looked at it like, I was really giving some good advice. Even though we joke, I'm giving good advice. Like, hey, you're really diesel and you don't really want to run up on people or tell people you're going to run down on them, and because people don't know if you're serious or not. And just run down, don't go with Disney. It just don't go with Disney. Pull up, don't go with Disney. You know what I'm saying? And, I just want to be clear. Disney don't stand by nobody pulling up, whether no matter how you mean it, and I want to be very respectful, but listen, because we both were laughing and I took it away because he singled me out. Like, you think Cam is tough and I'm not? I'm really like that. I'm really like that. I just took a different path, sir. God bless.
Hey man, this I gotta let this sink in for a minute, man.
The way you met me, Killer. You met me on it.
No. Listen, it ain't murder for nothing.
Yeah,
I know you know you.
Confused.
Now I know you know you. I think, and I'm not talking about Shannon. I think a lot of people, and we're in an era where, and like I said, we'll get back to that. We're just in an era where niggas don't remember last night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't remember last week, let alone yesterday. But murder was outside, man. Like
early, 10 years old, 9 years old.
I dig that, man. I'm just letting this soak in, man. I'm letting this sit in. I'm like, I had no idea this was all going on until just now, man. This is kind of crazy.
I didn't either until somebody called me and was like, did you see this? And I was just like, because I got the utmost respect for Shannon. So it really pain me to say that to him, but I just got to set the record straight, because people got to know where to play and where not to play. I'm really, there's people that care and there's people that can't tell you how much they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't cancel me. You couldn't do nothing because I really don't care. I left everything. So you got no competition advantage with me, so don't compete. Then I don't mean that to him. I mean that to anybody. Like, some people buttons you could push. I don't have those buttons because I don't care about the things people care about.
Well, I will say is that even the situation with Mike Epps, that we was referring to, it was over a joke that Mike Epps said, but I guess it got a little more personal, because it was something about the DMs and who DM'd who and who asked to come on the show and so on and so forth. But I think that a lot of these times is jokes, and I don't know, I'm not saying you, because it wasn't, to me, when we was talking about it, it really wasn't dedicated towards Shannon Sharpe personally. It was dedicated to anybody who's working out and wants to run down on people who's licensed. So I don't think it was dedicated to Shannon Sharpe when we was talking about it. We was just making more light of the situation between him and Mike Epps. But I'm just saying, and I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe, I'm just saying anybody, UFC fighters, boxers, grapplers, no disrespect, Nick. Niggas ain't wrestling with y'all niggas.
And I wanted them to know we don't advocate for violence or anything like that. We was just saying, like, you could be highly emotional and really get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, more so for me, I was giving advice on that, but doing it in a funny way. And I said it was a joke, so I don't see why somebody would take it like that. But I'm off it. I said what I had to say.
Yeah. The life of podcasts, man. I tell you, man, people get on these podcasts and start saying all kinds of stuff, and you start seeing a lot of these individuals expose their sensitivities. Now, I will give Mace credit for being a man and handling it accordingly, handling it with some class, just in the event those two cross paths. You know what I mean? However, everybody's just sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Mace, like, I'm trying to figure out, why is Mace taking the fake pass or the gangster pass to heart? That's not the only time he heard that. When Shannon Sharpe said that, that's not the only time Mace heard it. Just like when Mike Epps called Shannon Sharpe gay or what have you, or alluding to the fact that he was gay with gay jokes and stuff like that. Mike Epps wasn't the only one that cracked jokes about that. So all these guys acting real sensitive when they get up on the bottom line is, why y'all getting up on these podcasts saying things about other people when you can't take the challenge yourself? And they're all challenged by this. You know, Mace was sensitive when Shannon Sharpe called him a fake pastor, a gangster pastor. However, Mace didn't have a problem when he was joking around. He said he was joking around, saying that, look, if you present yourself as sugary, then people going to make that observation that you're sugary. And people have a right to do that. That was the point Mace said. And Mace said that even though he was speaking truth, he was being comical about it. Well, if that's the case, why are you being sensitive to Shannon Sharpe calling you a fake pastor, a gangster pastor? That's the observation that he made. So the bottom line is, everybody think they capable of taking stuff until they're the ones that got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just need to take a step back, take a deep breath. If you can't take the heat, then don't dish it out. In other words, don't speak on people's name if you can't take what is going to be said about you in return. And people going to say a lot of different things out here. But at the end of the day, I'm just glad that Mike Epps, Shannon squashed it. Personally, let me say this. I give Shannon Sharpe a lot of credit for showing his vulnerabilities. Through his vulnerabilities and letting it be seen in front of the masses. Him being triggered, him being emotionally unhinged at times. But nobody can say that Shannon wasn't accountable. I tell people all the time, I can respect people. There's so many people in my family that ain't accountable. I can't bang with them. Because they come around you, act like they ain't do nothing to you, and they know what they did to you, and they act like you supposed to be okay. I don't care if you the streets or my family. If you ain't accountable, I can't bang with you. And we see Shannon Sharpe exposing himself to people, his vulnerabilities, his mistakes, his unhinged emotional responses. But not once did Shannon Sharpe act like he didn't do anything wrong. He immediately acknowledged his wrongs. You have people out here that wait 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, a week, a month, a year. There's people that wait for years to go by before they acknowledge they did something wrong. There's people that die without acknowledging they did something wrong. So I give Shannon Sharpe a lot of credit, because you can't be perfect, but you damn sure can be accountable. Point blank, period. Look, I hope everybody enjoyed the video, man. That's all I got for you right now. Make sure you share the video. All right, get it out to people. Make sure you smash the like button. This is SmashDaLikeTV. So please smash that like button for me. And make sure you hit the subscribe before you take the next ride. Your brother Be Easy is out of here like Vladimir. Peace.